Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a new product for you today and it is the Velverie. You know that TikTok trend where you got your dressing gown and you put the tie around your head and you curl it, which I have done a video on, so if you want to go see that, I'll leave that down below. But this one is the same concept, but this is of mulberry silk. So what I found with the dressing robe curls was that it did get quite frizzy after I slept in it because it was like sort of an abrasive material. Because this is silk, it is supposed to be better for your hair, doesn't cause breakage, and it is a lot smoother on your hair, so you're not gonna get that frizz. So this is called a curling ribbon. This is actually their newer one. So they had the original, but some people were saying that it was a little bit hard to sleep with. It didn't give a lot of move and it was quite hard to sleep on, and so a lot of people were saying that apparently. So they created a new one which is much more flexible and soft, so that when you're sleeping on it, like, it's not as disrupting like if you're a side sleeper. This normally retails for $90, but I picked it up on sale for $69. The original one is normally $70, and I thought, well, you know, if there's a chance that I wouldn't reuse it, I'd rather just pay the little bit extra anyway and get the one that is going to be most comfortable. So in the pack you get the curling ribbon, they call it, the clip which holds it in place, and you get 2 silk scrunchies, and the scrunchies are also made from mulberry silk. So this is 92 centimeters, so they do say it is suitable for long hair. If you're new here, welcome over on this channel. I'm just an average person like you. We try out different beauty products so you don't have to go out and spend your money and see if they're any good. So let's jump into this. I mean, you can separate your hair how you want. Obviously I have a side part, so I am going to curl it that way because otherwise then my curls sit the right way, if that makes sense. You wouldn't want to do this with dripping wet hair anyway, so like you want it like 80% dry, because otherwise you're gonna have issues and it may not dry as well. I literally bought this today. Like, come on, work. Why are you not working? Shouldn't be that hard. It's not that hard of a concept. Just work for me, please. There we go. So they say you just grab this, pop it on top of your head so that it's even, and then you grab your clip and you pop that on top. So then we're going to start wrapping away from my face. Now there are a couple of ways to do this. You can bring some from the front and then some from the back that way. I think I'm just going to do all the same way because that's generally how I like to do my hair. So you grab some and then you grab the next section. And then, so you just want to keep incorporating more hair, essentially. Now, I have seen people do like 2 sets of rods. So one at the front, one at the back, I guess when you've got a lot of hair. So I wonder whether that would be good for me as well. Now I am doing this quite tight just because I know what I'm like when I sleep and it will become quite loose. So then we take our scrunchie and we tie the ends up with the scrunchie. My concern is it's just going to unravel, but hopefully not. A little bit, but not too bad. That can work. You could have told me this thing has been out the whole time. Gosh, I thought we were friends. Making me look like a fool around here. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next section now. Kind of reminds me of like a braid when you like add each section into it. And like, oh, that's not ideal. I am always on the hunt for more heatless curls just because, I mean, I love having my hair curled, but I do hate to do it all the time, and my hair is like, does what it wants. It doesn't matter if I straighten it, if I curl it, like if it doesn't want to stay, it's just not going to stay. So for me, the way I dry it does last a lot longer. So if I dry it straight, or or, you know, dry it curly, the style does last longer. And also, it's much better for your hair, obviously. I feel like this doesn't take very long, and like even after you got more used to it, you just whiz through it, you know. I've got some little bits out here, but that's okay. I don't mind if the ends are a little bit straighter. It sort of gives more of a beachy look. So you take this out now, because that's supposed to be like secure. It feels somewhat secure. I mean, it's not like, it does feel like it's gonna move, because like it's not as twisted, but it doesn't feel like it's just gonna fall off either. So last time when I did the robe curls, I noticed like on my head, it got really frizzy on the top of my head where this was like rubbing all night. I do hope that the silk prevents that frizziness on the top. I'm gonna go sleep in this. Hopefully this is a winner, and I will check back in with you tomorrow. Okay, and we're back. So I've slept in the Velverie now, and it's actually held pretty well. Like, I'm pretty impressed with how well it's held. Obviously the fringe has just come out a little bit, but that's kind of expected. I do toss and turn a lot in the night, so I was pretty impressed. The only time I sort of noticed it when I was sleeping, I sort of rolled over and this sort of went like too far behind it. It was like pulling. So that was the only time I really noticed that I was sleeping on it. It was super comfortable. Like, you can certainly just lay on this, and for me, it didn't worry me at all. It's not like I was tossing and turning all night trying to get comfortable with the thing on. It was super comfortable all night. Sorry if I'm a little croaky this morning. It takes a little while for my voice to warm up. I sound like a man. So let's take these out. Okay, so in all the videos, they just pull it up like this. I don't know how effective that is. Oh, there we go, okay. Okay. Not really coming out the way I want right now. Oh, it's a little bit wet still. Oh, I hate that. My hair just takes so long to dry. I mean, the top of the head's not as frizzy as it was with the robe curls, I have to say that. One thing that is annoying is that the front get a lot, and then the back sort of just like, ugh. Okay, so I've just gone and got my brush to see if we can get this hair where we need it to go. So this is just my Wet Brush Pro, but this one's got some bristles in it, and I don't use this on wet hair. I just use this on when I've got curls. And it's a really good mixture between the two brushes, like my Mason Pearson bristle brush and my original wet brush. It just makes the curls usually look really nice. So I just thought we'll run this through it. I think that made it worse. I'm so disappointed. I really thought this was going to be like life-changing. So it is actually a couple of hours later. I wasn't going to come back on, but I feel like it would be unjust for me not to come back. When I first undid the curls, I was quite disappointed, but it is probably 2 hours later now, and I just have been running my hands through my hair constantly and sort of like twirling with it, just playing with it, and it's settled down a lot, and now I'm actually quite happy with it, especially this side. This side still needs a little bit of work, but this side is becoming softer and like more wavy rather than like ringlet, and now it is fully dry. I do still think I need to work with my technique. I actually sent my hairdresser a photo like before and after, and she said because my hair is so thick and like there is so much of it, I might need two, which is valid and something I mentioned before. This is something I'd probably use for like my work days and stuff like that, so I don't have to use heat. I didn't think it was fair to leave the video as it was because I have gotten happier with it as the day has gone on. For a heatless curl, it is one of the better ones I have tried. I definitely like it better than the robe curls because there isn't the frizz. So I will continue to perfect this, but it is something I'll definitely use again. If you want to go check out my robe curling video, go check that out here. And if you like this video, make sure you chuck me a like, chuck me a subscribe because it does really help support my channel, and I'll see you next time.